teaching, I was being taught. Unfortunately for me, I'm doing two PhDs. So I was in the class, and then the lecturer made a statement that if um, if Accra is 10 degrees Celsius and London is 30 degrees Celsius, you cannot say London is three times hotter than Ghana or Accra. And when he said it, he challenged that now there's AI. They don't teach us like how we teach you. It's more like you have the freedom. So he said we should go online and check, ask AI. And coincidentally, when I quickly searched it up, what I found contradicts what the man is saying. And he's a full professor of finance. Is that okay? So if AI is able to counter a professor, you think the work you are doing, AI cannot do it. Whatever you put in your head that I want to finish school, so that, let's see, I become let me even mention a very complex trade, like you want to finish school and become like something like a financial analyst. There are people who, as of today, okay, invest in stocks, buy shares based on the advice of AI tools like ChatGPT. So go online, ask ChatGPT which stock you should buy. So that means you, as a financial advisor or something, you become irrelevant at that point. Now, the long way ago, now there are banks that accept deposits. So what happens to the tellers? And you see, let me tell you a secret. Even for we, the lecturers, I feel like we have gotten to a point in time where it's very possible that we might be replaced very soon. Because now I don't need to come and stand in the class and teach you about economics. You can go online. There are a lot of AI online learning tools that you can use to learn everything about economics. And to even be fair to you, it is more fun than we, the lecturers. True or false? Exactly. I'll not, when I go to class, ask you, do you understand? Okay, I'm putting a test on the board. When you watch that video, they don't ask you for a test. In fact, they will be showing you ads throughout your experience. You can be listening to music, can be even be driving while listening. It's so flexible. So you see, AI has come to replace a lot of things. Okay, day in, day out, companies are a distraction. Today, they want to have a lean organogram. So instead of employing someone to be sales manager, maybe expenditure manager, blah blah manager, they just combine all and put the person in charge of finance, and then they are doing everything. Is that okay? So the world is moving forward, and in a fast-moving world, we are also supposed to be becoming more and more advanced. Okay, and there are a lot of things. For example, layoffs are also happening. Contract work is rising, and then nowadays, one of the very funny things is that career paths are no longer linear. Back then, when you were growing up, you said, "Oh, I want to do accounting." Or, let me use me. I said I wanted to do accounting, and then become an accountant, work in a bank, always wearing suit up and down. Then life just finds a way to just branch you into lecturing. Yeah, I know someone who started his career as a banker. He was banking, we're in the same bank, Access Bank. And then fast forward now, he's a cleaner in the United States of America. I'm not discounting or discrediting any career, but all I'm saying is that because of the things that is happening around us, now it's very difficult to just move along one straight trajectory. Please, is that okay? Please, is that okay? Yes, so we are changing, and all this is even because or part of the scars that COVID left behind. Because immediately after the COVID, we took a lot of lessons. But let me say, I made a lot of reflections. Some of the things I found out was that the job that you count on today may not exist tomorrow. And if you go and check statistics, there are a lot of jobs that have ceased to be in existence just because of the presence of COVID. And so now the real question to start with that I want to ask you is that as you are sitting down looking at me, I want to ask you a very simple question. Assuming you have started working, okay, like let's see, let's just branch into religion. By the grace of God, you are done with school, and then as soon as you are done, you get a job. You start working for 3 months. Then after 3 months, your company decides to lay you off, or something happens and you can no longer work. So now there's no income coming. I want to ask you, Be honest with yourself. Don't worry, I don't need the answer, but I need your honesty. Would you be able to survive, or you start becoming stressed? Do you understand where I'm coming from? That is what the entire concept of financial independence is. And because I'm a lecturer, I'll just be a little biased. When you are asked to define something, okay, this is just free apple for you. Most of the times, if you don't even know what you are supposed to define, just try and find out what it is not. Just like multiple choice. That's what I always tell my students. If you are given a multiple choice question and you don't know what the right answer is, try and find out what the wrong answers are. So most when you tell people about financial independence, their perception, is about personal stuff. Or I have 4 cars, I have 3 houses, I have a private jet, I have X amount in my bank account. That is not necessarily financial independence. If you ask me, what I'll tell you is that financial independence is when you are able to have options, or when you have options when it comes to your finances, so that no one will force you to do a particular job. See, believe me or not, okay, there are people in this country, okay, that are doing certain jobs because that is the only option they have. So if you ask them, they'll tell you, hey, I should stop that work and go and how will I eat? How will I survive? But you clearly don't like what they are doing, and it's because that is what should let them know that they are not financially independent. Please, is that okay? Please, is that okay? Right. So financial independence is not. So we are just here to talk about financial independence, and I am being very, very cautious so that I don't frighten you, okay? Because it's not the way you see it. That's the plain truth. The way you like when
what else?
Someone told me that sometimes you are dressed the way you look. So you look at me, you think I'm some big man. Please, I beg you. I am just a normal person, okay? And the problem is that you are sometimes addressed by the perception or perspective. I wanted to combine the words. Perception or perspective that people assume about you. Is that okay? So today we are not here to cause fear to anybody. Okay, and then we are also not here to talk about getting rich. Okay. We are just here to talk about becoming powerful. Is that okay? So that if you don't like a certain job, you can walk away from it. If you don't, there are a lot of, let's face fact. I don't know if people will be honest, but let's be honest, okay? There are times where your mother or your father is saying something that you bitterly disagree with. You know this thing that this man is saying, it doesn't, you understand what I'm saying, right? It doesn't add up, but if you talk, he will not give you money to school. So you just keep quiet and endure. Am I lying? Oh, am I telling lies? Yes. There are times where you know that what he's saying, it doesn't add up, but you just agree because if he gets angry at you, who will give you money to come to school? Is that okay? So those are some of the things we are coming to discuss. Now, let me just give you 5 pillars of financial independence. I want to just talk about 5 things that we can consider under financial independence. Okay. Now, the first pillar is financial awareness. Okay. Financial awareness. I get that some of you have classes, so you have to step up. That's fine. Alright, can we continue? Right, so with regards to financial awareness, okay, most university students don't have a money problem. For a good number of you, you don't have a problem when it comes to finances or money. My point is that you are able to receive money, either from your parents or from family or something. But the problem is how to go about the money or what to do with the money. Is that okay? And that is what I call the clarity problem. So you're able to receive the money, but it's not clear what to do with the money or how to multiply the money or how to manage the money. Okay. And some of the things that you can do in terms of financial awareness are to ask yourself certain questions. So be asking yourself, for example, as you are sitting here, do you know how much you spend every month? Have you sat down one day to ask yourself that, how much money do I spend in a month or in a week or in a day? Have you tried anything like that? So it's high time you sit down and put pen to book and then ask yourself, okay, how much money have I spent in a month or in a day or in a week? Then when you break that expenditure down, you should be able to tell how much goes into your food, how much goes into your clothes, and just break it down and spread it down so that you can be more informed. Because according to one of the greatest managers in the world, I'm talking about Peter Drucker, he said that what gets measured can always be managed. Is that okay? If you don't measure it, you cannot manage it. Is that okay? And that's why one of the things people easily misuse, which is, in my opinion, how many of you know Roddy Rich? Yes, I love Roddy Rich. But everyone is looking at me like, I'm not a pastor, please. Allow me, okay? In his Live Life Fast album, on the first song, he spoke about time and said that time is the most expensive luxury in the world because it is something that you spend and don't know how much you have left. If I give any of you $100,000, as you are spending, you'll be knowing how much you have left, so you know how to spend. But for all you know, you have just 20 more years on earth, but you don't know. So you might decide to use 10 years to do whatever you want to do, but time is against you. Is that okay? Is that okay? Yes. Don't worry, we'll all live long. Amen. 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 Right, so if you start tracking your finances, you start becoming aware, and that awareness gives you a certain level of control. I know that we are on the 15th day of the month, and my father sends me money on the 30th of every month, and I have 6,000 cedis. So if I divide it, it means that the 15 days divided by the 6,000 days, I can spend X amount and save X amount. That gives you some control, and that control gives you confidence. There are some of you, you won't go to a car garage, you will not make a mistake. I told a friend of mine some time ago to these Chinese vehicles. I wanted to go and look at one of them. And then when I was there, I asked that, so if you go and your shoulder hits the mirror and it breaks down, what will you do? And I said, clearly he will not go there because he doesn't feel confident. Why? Because when he checks in himself, doesn't feel like he has gotten that level of. And there is this thing that I want you to take out of your mind. When it comes to financial decisions and choices, people feel like, oh, I'm too young. Almost everybody sitting here right now, okay, is either very close or a little older or a little younger than Lamine Yamal. True or false? True or false? But the fact is, when he comes, they will sack you and give you his chair. They will give him your chair. Am I lying? Yes. So you see, it's because aside the fame and all those things, we see footballers who have gotten a lot of money, and then it turns out that at the end of a certain small period of time, there is nothing to write home about. Okay. So the first thing is about awareness. You should be aware of yourself when it comes to your finances. Now, the second thing is about emergency funding. Okay. And you see, right now, university life feels like it's stable because everything is okay. That's why I was saying that things don't look like how they are. Right now, you are at a very, very marketable point in your life. Okay. This one is bad advice, but me, I'm a very, very cool person like that. This is the only time in your life where you can call your father and sell board mass to him. Now, but almost enter board mass. Some are even wicked to the extent that they will sell board and sell mass. So you tell the mother, oh ma'am, you see a top board any mass, and 500. So the whole market Upsa say Obenye. The mother will go and ask her and come and say, oh mass me oh you electrical the beer about say what is 400. The mother will say money. So this is the time where you can amass a lot of money. See, majority of you, the only thing you use your money to do as of now is to do things for yourself, because you don't even spend on something as basic as transportation, because you are maybe in a hostel, you can just walk to the hostel. So maybe apart from food and your personal things, you don't spend on anything. Is that okay? Is that okay? So this is the time where you have to be thinking about the reality, and that reality will set in immediately you graduate. Okay, as soon as you leave school, your eye will be clear. See, your parents can tell you that you are done with. You see, maybe they won't tell you that you are done with school going for a job, but the signs you will be exhibiting. I know a friend who, when he was done with school, when he leaves the room, the mother will go to the room and go and off the fan. Because you are done with school, you are not working, and I stay in the house, prepaid is going, so they'll off the fan. They will not have been the same if, let's say, he has his own apartment and he has rented and stuff like that. You and I, that's we are not, the Nigerians will say lapo babies. You don't have money. If you are done with school and you tell your mother or father that, oh, I want to go and rent an apartment, ask you are not working, you want an apartment. And the moment you are working, you tell you that as you are working, use your money to rent. So they will tell you to come home. That's where the boys, you see that you left home to feed home, but you have gone back home. Is that okay? So don't wait till the reality will set in. Then you realize that time is far gone. This is a time where you can start saving for that apartment you want to rent at the end of your school. You see, let's do some quick math. If you are going to stay in this university for 4 years, okay, and that's 365 days times 4. That will give you 1,600 plus days. 1,046 days. If you multiply that by 50 cedis a day, it means if you do the math, yes, that's as an about $6,000. Just start thinking about things. For right now, that's on the Chinese market. Cars are cheap. You can secure a car. There are even companies that ask you to pay part payment. You can secure a car, start doing some Uber or Bolt business right after finishing school, even before thinking about masters. Don't be. I hate to bring it to your notice this sharp, but don't be so comfortable with the fact that, oh, my dad is working here, my dad is working here. Excuse me to say, in all humility, if I tell you who my dad was, you will wonder first. The first thing I'll come in mind is, why are you schooling plenty? Do you understand me? But it's just because I didn't make myself comfortable in that perspective. It's okay. While he was what he was, I contested for the SRC position. He told me to stop. I told him no. I did it behind him. It's okay. Because at the end of the day, they have their life to live. You have yours to live as well. So this is the time where you have to have something as very simple as the number of children you want to give birth to. You ask someone, hey, me, I've not thought of it. Okay. Give birth to like 6 children, you'll be confused. Okay, so this is the time where you have to start design. And one thing about life is that if you start investing 100 cedis right now, as you are 20 years, okay, you have more years for that 100 cedis to be invested than if you wait till you are 40 years. Please, is that okay? Is that okay? So everything that you are doing, think critically about who you are, where you want to be, and then exactly the life you want to live. Is that okay? And when you are done with school, you realize certain things that the internships, they don't matter. Let me be honest with you. I did my service at Access Bank, just right here. So I know everybody in Access Bank. If I set up Access Bank on my phone, I did 3 internships there even before doing the service. So I know the ups and downs in the bank. I can let you go to Access Bank. I'll just make a call and you won't join any queue. You just go and what you want to go and go. But if I should be honest with you, that didn't help me directly in any way. Indirectly, it taught me a lot of things: confidence, people management, relationship management, how to deal with customers, how to deal with people. I learned a lot. But in terms of maybe securing a job, to a large extent, it was not even the internships I did that got me the slots to do the service. Is that okay? So don't deceive yourself that your job will not be a problem for me because I'm doing internships. Look, the world has moved forward past the physical part, or let me say the tangible parts. Is that okay? We are heading towards skills, and then I'll break that down in a bit. So your emergency fund is your financial armor. And then at every point in time, you should try and make sure that you'll be able to cover about 3 months to 6 months of your personal expenses, even if you are not receiving any income. It's not something that will happen overnight. It's something that will take some time. But you should start now. That is the problem. Someone told me that in life, okay, one of the most difficult things in this world is starting. When I was going to the UK to do my PhD, there were a lot of things I was afraid of. Racism, living alone, the cold. But when some were saying for shaky reasons, so you call me doctor. Some were also saying that one man said his wife has he did MBA, the wife also did MBA. And so, you see, a lot of weird reasons. One guy said something, I couldn't sleep last night. Because he said that his reason for doing the PhD is that it's better for him to have something because he's a pastor. So, what do you want to do? So you got a reverend doctor. Oh, come on. But you see, he said that his reason is that he knows that it is better for him to have something now that he doesn't need than need it at a certain time later and he cannot have it. So the degrees, right now they advise you that go and do professional course. Hey, I do professional course for what? Me even this one I'm not seeing top. You see, as you are not seeing top now, you will not see top till 400. Oh no, it's fine. One thing about me is I'm a realist. I just tell you what it is. The courses you are doing now, they will be becoming difficult and difficult and difficult. And one thing about GPA that they've not told you is that your GPA will act like rain. To always come down and to never go up. We are not scaring you because if you look at the calculation for GPA or calculating the GPA, you realize that every time the denominator is always increasing. Because you are consistently divided by increasing number of semesters. Is that okay? Is that okay? But that's not to scare you because the world doesn't revolve around your GPA or the class. No. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So, please, with the second pillar, which is emergency fund, you have to make sure that you are strategic when it comes to your savings. When you have savings, you are not reactive. If I am doing something on my phone and the phone falls down and then it breaks, I'm not in a rush to go and borrow money from somebody to go and buy a new phone because I have money that I can use either repair it or buy a new one. It's okay. That person you have, it's because you are working and you have money. There are people who are also working who can afford it. See, there were times where there were news on this campus that you are sitting on of lecturers who were extorting money from students. Lecturers who were borrowing money from students. And let me tell you something, majority of the students, they are rich, Papa.
Yeah.
I was teaching one time in a class, and me, I don't stand as one. Even if I'm feeling very uncomfortable, that's when I go and come. I want to be walking around doing. So So I was teaching, I was just going around, and then I've given them something to do. And then when I looked straight, I saw a boy sitting there, and he was on his phone. Initially, I thought he was calculating, and when I got close, I saw that the screen looked red.
Trading.
Oh, so if it was trading car, it's better. This guy was seriously arranging odds, fine. The boy was betting. So, I mean, I'm not quick to judge. I don't judge people easily. No. I believe strongly that everybody has a good reason for what they are doing. So I don't really judge. So I just told him that, see me outside. Because one thing I will do is I will never humiliate you in public. I'll call you out and deal with you. So when you come, by the time you are coming back inside class, your legs are heavy. But in the class, if I sit and you gather them, you will not care, and that's it. Understand? So I just called him outside, asked him that, why are you betting? And he said, oh, sir, please, I've paid my fees, so but my party pan, his fees has not been paid, and the father only gave him 1,000. So I want to do small aviator for him so that after class we can go and pay. And you see, I thought it was a joke, so that day I learned a very big lesson. I told him that, go and sit down, but follow what we are doing, but you can continue doing your aviator. But I want to see the balance in the account at the end of the day. Brothers and sisters, when I ended the class after 3 hours, I started negotiating whether I stop lecturing and let him now lecture me. The guy had 16,000 Ghana cedis in the account for just 1,000 cedis. So if you are the father of that boy and you tell him that me will start you go school, he will pay you the father. Is that okay? So the roles will be reversed. You think that you have to pay for the bills and stuff like that? He can do all those things and still not collect it. And he even became my friend. I took his number. Don't ask me why. That one I won't tell you. But you see, it's important that you, and that is even built up on my third pillar of financial independence, which is multiple income streams. As a person, okay, as an average person, and this one, my focus is more to the ladies, okay. Yes, it's true, you are beautiful and then you are nice, but please don't have it at the back of your mind that, oh, me, I'll be August's wife. And they have this thing they usually say, I'm just a girl. let me tell you something. When poverty catches you, poverty doesn't respect gender. Poverty can, as a lady, poverty can let you do things that men are supposed to do. Back then, the only people that we knew who were betting were men. Aggressively. I've sat in private church or taxi several times and seen ladies betting. Yeah. I've gone to Twitter and seen, or X, and seen ladies on the timeline who are betting. It's not, I don't have a problem with betting, but I'm just trying to tell you that if you think that, oh, I'm just a girl, oh, I'm a soft girl, okay, poverty will teach you a very soft lesson. Is that okay? So this is a time where you should be able to learn how to do things for yourself, okay? You should think of things that you can capitalize on. You are sitting here in this room, I can boldly make a big statement considering the fact that majority of you are first years, the majority of you came from secondary school, and say, on top of my chest, about 80% of you don't have CVs. If you have a CV to, maybe what you have is this, not CV. It's misarranged. Okay. So if you are sitting here and you know that you know how to design it or something like that, starting yourself in your class, oh Charlie, I can design a CV for you. No, you give me just 20 CDs. And I like that what you are thinking, 20 CDs. Open your phone right now, check your contact list. How many contacts you have? If everyone should give you 20 CDs, how much money will you have? If you have 2,000 people and they all give you 20 CDs, how much should you have? How much should you have? 40,000 Ghana cedis. Is that okay? So the people who are rich in society, that's what they do. They capitalize on the things, the small things. I met a certain man at a certain airport, and apparently he has 4 stations in Ghana. So when he told me at that time, instantly what came to my mind was, no, then this man is very rich. So one day I sat down with him. When we came back, I went to see him, and he was telling me that sometimes the price you see at the pump, maybe petrol is 11.42. He's getting it 11.39. So his capitalization is not in the difference between how much he bought it and the difference between how much he's selling it, but it is in how many liters he's able to sell in a day. That's more so that much kinky that will not cost too much that you want to do. If you are getting just 5 cedis and every day you have 10 people that are buying, it means you get extra 50 cedis aside the cost. 50 cedis looks like a small money until you realize that 50 cedis can feed you for the entire month. That's every day, 50 cedis every day. Is that okay? And sometimes you have to restrict yourself because you are looking at a certain goal. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so that comes under multiple streams of income. And that mindset, okay, that you are a student, please take it away. There are people who will become CEOs before they finish school. There are people who will start businesses before they finish school. Is that okay? There's something about me that I'm not speaking about. I have 2 companies. I do printing and then I do travel and tour. I sell cars as well. The travel and tour I started when I was in UPS during the SRC time. I traveled with a group of people with my friend. The management of the whole thing was very bad, so I started helping them to coordinate. And they said, but then you can organize this thing. I said, okay, let's go. And then pack. So capitalize on things that you can, and you see, there are a lot of opportunities. That some people have a lot of weird quotations and a lot of weird things in their mind. Someone will tell you, if all of us are rich, which people will say, please. If you, even in the Amazon area, okay, there are more than 1,000 different species of birds, and they are all able to fit in that. That is only birds. Is that okay? So don't close your mindset at all. Oh, I just want to finish my degree and go my way. Okay. You see, in this world, one thing I realized is everything will be very simple and straightforward till poverty. If you are rich or if you have at least what you eat, will you tell someone who's holding black human head that you want them to throw it away? There are a lot of, I like Coco Smoke, in one of his songs, he said that the translation is, if what poverty can do to you when they throw my black money, whatever, you grab it. There are a lot of people, maybe right now you not openly declare, but I thought that I know some malam, don't worry, you not do any sacrifice, you not do anything. Charlie, you fool me, I'll show you a way. I'll cut small soup for you to bath 1, 2, 3 days. Your bucket will just start pumping money. There are a lot of people here, you will do it. Is that okay? Is that okay? Yes, but that shouldn't be the case, okay? So, for example, you know how to edit videos, you know how to build websites, or you know how to even write a resume, like a CV I was saying, you know how to even teach. Master, boss, don't teach that girl for free.
Why?
Okay. Why? There's no free lunch.
And don't teach her in exchange for, oh, call me at this time, come and visit me. No. Tell the girl that, oh, I'll teach you, but you cook for me, or you buy me food. So that money that you have to use to buy food, you receive it. Is that okay? Is that okay? Yes. One of the things about finance, in my entire journey of finance, from my PhD, from having outside Ghana and in Ghana, one of the things I easily learned was that if you play with small money, or if you mismanage small money, you mismanage big money. It's just fact, because you don't change as a person. Your habits will still be the same, just that they will be magnified. So if you are the type that when you get 50 cedis, you go and bet you've gotten 100, you don't have sense to remove the 100 and use to do something. Then you use all the 100 back again. That's the same way if you bet and get $600,000, you use all that $600,000 to bet again. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes. So don't let the idea that this money is too small or something. As you are sitting down right now, think of ways you can do. There's no pun intended. For you know, maybe it's been long since you were last washed. So find out from someone who is in charge of the auditorium. Well, is that okay? So as you are sitting down, be consistently thinking of ways you can make money. How many people here have a passport? How many people have a passport? So, for in my class, all I have to say is that I'm organizing a trip. I'll pay 50% for anyone who wants to go, but it's a trip outside Ghana, so you need a passport. So if someone is doing the passport, the money that you collect from you, use that to do the subsidy of the 50% we are talking about. Is that okay? You see, this isn't just a rough idea, and it's just because naturally your brain is to be wired in such a way that you should be looking for opportunities. Is that okay? Is that okay? For the guys, okay, be like Erling Haaland when he came to Man City. Every single time he wants to score, just be like that. Like I was coming to work one day, I think 2 days ago, and yesterday. And it dawned on me that it's something I already knew, but it was ringing in my head. So I posted it on my Snapchat profile that anything that you are doing to stop poverty, take it serious. Anything. Let's leave the legal or illegal for the religious people. Please don't go and kill anybody. But anything that you are doing when it comes to trying to be a better version of yourself, make money, do it. Is that okay? Is that okay? Because your future self will be very grateful to you in a few years to come. And if you think that life will slow down, or like let's say 10 years is a long time. In 2010, Asamoah played a penalty and then he hits the crossbar and went up in South Africa World Cup. True or false?
True.
True or false? We are in 2026. Do you know how many years that is? It's 16 years. And I still remember how Suarez was standing at the touchline and he started jubilating as soon as he missed the penalty. So to just tell you that it will come in a flash. Is that okay? Is that okay? Yes. Now, the one thing that I want to encourage you with, okay, is that you should learn how to invest in yourself. Okay, so try and develop a skill. Try and develop something that will give you confidence, okay, or boost your morale. Is that okay? Then the final thing I want to talk about is small debt management. Alright, so small debt management. With small debt management, please, the truth of the matter is that debt is the greatest tool that can delay your financial independence. Don't let anyone lie to you. From a finance perspective, okay, I won't discourage you from debt. It's good, you can borrow. In fact, sometimes it's even more safer because you don't let someone have ownership of your business. You learn that story. How you be the same person if you should. So you can borrow, but while you are borrowing, you should ring in your mind that the easiest way for you to remain financially dependent on your parents is debt. You can borrow so much to an extent that you will start working and you'll be using all your money to pay people that you owe. So the month just began. You just got paid. You use all the money to pay salary. Now you are back to use all the money to pay debt. So you're back to zero. So the entire month you don't have like, oh, give me 10 cedis, give me 10 cedis, give me 10 cedis. The month will come to an end, they pay you 30 cedis. You go and pay the 10, 10, 10 again, and that cycle will keep happening. Is that okay? So don't borrow for life. And I'll leave you with a very important quote by Warren Buffett. Okay? And he says that do not save what is left after spending. Rather, spend what is left after saving. I'll take that again. Do not save what is left after spending. So you spend, then you save what is left. No. Save some, and when you are done saving, then you spend the rest. Is that okay? Is that okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, in my conclusion, what I want to tell you is that as you are sitting down or as you are in the university, the things that should be ringing in your mind are the problems that you can solve and what skills are growing in demand, and then how you can always stay ahead. This is that okay? Is that okay? Right, so that brings me to the end of my statement or my speech or my discussion with you. And one thing you cannot leave out is spirituality. Please pray. Okay, because whether you like it or not, witches and wizards, that whole concept is life. Is that okay? So you can do all the good management and all, but you have to back it by spirituality. Is that okay? Is that okay? Alright. I'm giving you an assignment, just like if I thought today I was going to give you an assignment. So in the next 30 days, this is what I want you to do. Okay, I want you to track every expense that you make. I want you to save your first emergency fund amount. And I wanted to start with some people here. And then I want you to also learn one monetizable skill. And then I want you to finally read one book on personal finances. Is that okay? I was here when 4 people were asked to come out. Are they still around or they've left? They've left. Oh, too bad. I was going to give them an amount of money each. So who is here?
So the lady.
Oh, come.
Yeah, the guy.
Oh, so that's all you can come to me.
Oh, please come. No, you don't want money. So please you can.
So I'm going to give you the money and then just to motivate you, okay? Please, I know there are a lot of fancy things on campus. Don't buy anything, okay? Download apps like IC Blackstar app and all those things. There are stocks. You can buy something, even if it's treasury bill 100 cedi, go and do it. Or if you save up 500, you go and do it. And let's see what it becomes, okay? So should I give you cash or I should give you more? But since you are the man, decide so that cash. The disadvantage if I give you cash, everybody will see how much I'm giving you. But or you don't care if they see. Oh, okay then.
Oh, please let's run for it.
Take this in there. Thank you very much. Alright, so I'll see you from that time. So thank you very much for your attention.
Oh, please let's give it up to Please, those who are clapping, please let's clap for him. It's not easy. So thank you so much, sir. And at the right time, there will be a panel discussions for all your questions, okay? So our speakers are here to answer all your questions. So kindly relax and write your questions down. Please, am I clear? Please, am I clear? Okay, thank you so much. So we are inviting our next speaker on the podium. But with this man, please, if you don't clap, he wouldn't pay me because my salary depends on him. Okay, my salary depends on him. If you don't clap, he wouldn't pay me. So he's the person of Ambassador Bernard Palm. He's a distinguished human capital development consultant and career analyst, widely recognized as a catalyst for growth and transformation. He is the country coordinator of Equip Ghana, Beyond Success, and the visionary CEO of Level Up Consults, and an insightful author. He brings a rare blend of expertise, purpose, and passion to every endeavor. With a deep understanding of human potential, Ambassador Palm is highly sought after speaker, an articulate thought leader, and a committed Christian apologist. His work goes beyond theory. He equips individuals and organizations with practical tools for sustainable growth and purposeful living. Beyond his impressive credentials and numerous accolades, his unwavering commitment to transformational leadership, he does not merely share knowledge. He inspires change, empowering people and institutions to rise, thrive, and reach their highest potential. So, ladies and gentlemen, I invite Ambassador Ben Kwam to take the podium. Please, as he comes to this platform. Listen, because we are building them so proud. Very important. Okay, welcome.
All right, thank you. And you see there are some seats in front of you. Would you like to fill them? Because I don't want to talk so much. There are a lot of you at the back. So can you please, yes, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. There are still a lot of seats here, so. Yes. I think we need to break and have some lunch before we continue, because the level of silence is wow. With those of us at the back, are you still here? If you are here, kindly ledge forward so that I can really have a conversation with you, especially those of you behind that part. Yes, it will really help us a lot.
Oh, so we can't get any picture. And it's try take two of them. Take a semi, maybe. Take a semi. Too short.
I want to thank Mr. Solomon Kofi Entry for the presentation. I cannot say wonderful presentation or however it is, but because I wasn't here. So those of you who really listened, I'm sure he deserves a clap, and also the kind gesture of whatever it is he has given to our two friends. We're going to monitor them and see how much this money goes into. I think that is 100 each, isn't it? That is then, how do we say it? 1 million. Wow. Do you know how much is when we compare it to Nigerian currency? How much is that? Just add 3 zeros, isn't it? Yes. When you add 3 zeros, that's almost 10,000 naira. And you know how much that financial literacy is very important in our generation like never before. And I've always said that in our generation, if you do not have money, you and the non-living things are almost the same. Maybe possibly they are useful than you, because a tree will be giving us what we call oxygen, but you will just be wasting as an addition of those who are in quote useless. Hello? Hello? The things I'm going to say, I hope that you will live here alive, because many are. Before I go on, I'd like to recognize the good effort of DASA for the great work that you've done. Can we give it up for the executives? Where are the executives? If you are here, please, can you rush? Come here, I want to see all of you. Yes, all the executives. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to be with, what's the name of the gentleman? Bill Gates. So I'm saying that anytime I travel, I would make a mention to my audience that I had some conversation with Bill Gates. And a lot of them will be wondering, really? but this is Bill Gates. Please come stand here. I want to have a nice picture with you. Yeah, just as if we are doing induction for you people. We want to put you in the graphics, so yeah. Mr. Solomon, can you please join them? It's going to be nice. And please take a very nice picture of them. Yeah. Okay. He's out of town. Hey, there is a big man. You are doing financial literacy and you are out of town. Okay. Yeah. Why don't they come up? Please, yeah, sorry, we want to see you. Oh, let's give it up to them again. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, we want to take a nice picture. So you come in the daily graphics. Wow. Hey, this gentleman, the dressing is nice. Wow. What's your name? Leslie Accra. Oh, okay. Wow. Let's clap for your nice dressing. Yeah. Some of you are jealous. When you see that people are nice, approach them and tell them that you are looking nice. It will not destroy anything. Hello. You see somebody and they are looking nice and you are eyeing them in some way. It's not a good habit. In fact, it's one of the financial literacy things you need to know. Oh. All right. So we have a representative from Ghana News Agency. He's going to send the news across. Honorable Richardson. Please, let's clap for him. He's here. We also want to thank Hello Africa for granting us the interview yesterday to talk about financial literacy. And most importantly, I'd like you to clap for yourself for being here. Yes, you are being here. All right. What I'm going to talk about is not a lecture session. I'm not interested in coming to give you step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. I am really excited to share some practical means and ways that will help you as you are here on campus, such that after your 4-year degree studies, you should be able to walk out of the walls of this university feeling proud of yourself. And I'm hoping and trusting that those who have ears will listen and put into practice some of these very good initiatives. My name is Bernard Kwam, and I'm excited to make a presentation on Money 101. The organization that is partnering with DASA is called LUP. LUP just means level up. Can we say it together? Level up. Level up. Yes, when you see your friend, tell them to level up. You can level up in your dressing, level up in the way you speak, level up in the way you relate with people so that you can be a good person. I cannot continue. I want to also introduce a very good person who has been following all that we are doing, and it is really good. Let's clap for Precious. Precious is here. Yes. Precious came all the way from Accra Technical University to join us. I think we should clap again. Yeah. Okay. Sam, let's go. Now, a lot of us have maybe, should I say, a gloomy or misconception about the word money. Who's going to be my hello? Awesome. 2. Hello? Which one is good? 2. I want somebody to get this so that you will move. Executive, you say, okay, fine, that's good. Yeah. You are not going to be in your comfort zone again. That's what I'm saying. See, Mr. Solomon is a lecturer. So as for him, he has to do all the protocols. But me, no protocols for you. So just be looking at me. If I see they are not looking at me, I'll just let the mic come to you. Then we are going. I want to make sure that everybody here learns something. What is your understanding of money? When we say money, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? You can raise your hand and we will come to you. If not, we will rather just choose you and it will be very nice. So please, you can be moving through anywhere you feel the person should answer. Why not? Oh, there's one that, please come, you go all the way. Yes. Okay, he raised his hand here. Let's start with him. Yeah, money. What's your understanding of money?
My name is Zachariah Risi. My understanding of money is that it's anything legally accepted for payment of goods and services.
Okay, that is your understanding.
Yes, please.
Okay, so one day you'll be a professor. You are giving us book definition. Okay, thank you. You say you're Zachariah, right? Awesome.
Thank you, please. My name is Accra.
Okay.
And you said what's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear money? Please, the first thing that comes to mind is happiness.
Happiness.
For me.
Yes. Oh, okay. So her understanding of money is happiness. That means anytime you see that she's happy, that means she has money, right? That's good. Let's quickly move to the next one. Who is next? I want us to be very attentive and active. And I'll be coming to all those who have mesh, especially the women. Yeah. Okay, then you come together. Yes, go ahead. Go on.
Money is anything.
Didn't mention your name. Hey.
Princess.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Money is a legal tender used to use in the exchange of goods and services.
A legal tender used in the exchange of goods and services. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I'm Henry. Comfort.
Comfort.
Exactly.
Comfort. Wow. So anytime you see that Henry is comfortable, that means there's some cash somewhere. Yes, ma'am.
I am Faustina, and then to me, money represents value.
Say again.
I'm Faustina,
Yeah.
and to me, money represents value.
Money represents value. That means that the more you have money, you have value. Is that what you're saying? Okay, give to the nice gentleman there, Accra. Yeah.
Okay, I would say money is a unit of account.
A unit of account. Okay, let's pick two more. Go to the back. Yes, two more. I like the gentleman in the black. That's fine. In the black tie. It's very nice. Yes. Now I'll put up the light so people can see your face, so you can do your things. All right. Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Javan Mipini Mashal.
Jovan. Javan.
Yes. I would say money is anything that is used for exchange of goods and services. It doesn't have to be something physical.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. You see, when I put up the light, they are raising their hands. Okay, that's fine.
I'm Janice. When you say money, what comes in mind is independence.
Different things. Independence. Okay. All right. That's fine. Because of our time, I want to really psych each and every one of you up. We are on a mission as a company to raise a measure of awareness among the young people in our generation. And I'm really excited that you've been able to make it here. And I hope that you will not take this opportunity for granted. The reason we have made this meeting opened, from here we are going to other campuses across the country. And I hope that you take this 20 minutes of presentation very seriously. First thing you need to know about money is cash. When we say cash, we are talking about coin and notes. A lot of us seated here don't give respect or value to coins. The way you treat a coin of 10 pesewa, maybe 20 pesewa, or whatever thing we might define as a coin, is almost connected to how we're going to handle a note.
You can take the panel out.
So I want you to know that it is one of the common and most physical translation of money. The next thing we talk about in money is, let's move on. We talk about money. Money has now translated into what we call the digital currency. which is very important. When Mr. Solomon again was making a presentation to the two students, he makes a, how do we call it? A statement that, do you want mobile money or you want physical cash? And so money has in our generation taken a quick transformation into digital currency. And that is what we call the mobile money or the bank transfers. So you would treat those ones as that. But in the 21st century, there is one form of money that a lot of people have no idea of. Less to even talk of trying to research into it. And that is what we call the cryptocurrency. How many of you know about cryptocurrency? Raise up your hands. Shoot it up, shoot it up. I mean, be very sincere. How many of you have heard about cryptocurrency? Raise up your hands. Raise up your hands. I see how you are. Which one? Okay. How many of you know about cryptocurrency? Please take the display. We'll go around and we'll pick ideas. When I see that you are some way, we'll come and ask this gentleman. Yes, that's nice bushy hair. This one. Yes. What do you know about cryptocurrency? After that, you come to this side. Yes. You come to this, my sister. I like the shade of her dress. It's very nice. Wow. Then everyone will come. Two people have spoken here. One. Okay.
Yes, one. Yeah, what I know about cryptocurrency is like a form of a digital currency.
Digital currency.
Yeah, it's mostly used in trading.
It's mostly used in trading. So you know something about trading, right? Online trading.
No, not really.
Which student are you? Are you a science student?
Accounting finance.
Accounting and what? And you don't know about trading, online trading. Wow, which level are you? It's not an excuse. Level 100. Okay, thank you. Let's clap for what's the name? What? Janet. Jedediah. Oh, sorry. Let's clap for you, please. Please come to her. She's here. Quickly. Are you also level 100? And just what do you know about cryptocurrency? I've seen some two people there. You go to them. No, this is my sister. This one. The way she's looking at me, she wants to talk. Yes.
I've heard of it. I don't know much, but I know that they are using trading, online trading, forex trading, and those types.
Okay, but you don't care about it. Awesome. Okay, please give it to me. Let's go to her. Yeah, the one with the. Please, good. Tell us, cryptocurrency. What do you know? Okay, give us an example of a crypto. Yeah, some more. I mean, anointing about financial literacy. Let's clap for her. She's here to learn. Let's clap for her. So one example of cryptocurrency is the Bitcoin. And which one? Oh, break it so that they'll know it. Sister, pronounce that word. Okay, start with the power. Sooner. Or I should spell it for you, right? ETH. But I would have gone back to check your English score. Yes.
Ethereum.
Ethereum. Wow. Which language? All right. So, if you didn't know, at least you know two things today. Hello? Are you enjoying what we've started already? So let's move on to the next one. It is for the project that we want to do. That is why we have come out with 33 financial lessons we encourage every student to know, especially in this generation. The idea is this is going to be your emergency kit to financial independence. The good news is it's almost in production, and on the 6th of March it will be ready. So for those of you who really want to get a bit of it, we are here to get the prize. We'll let you know. you can see where are the executives. That's why here, Accra, right? Now you come here, the way you are dressed is fine, but come and sit near me. Where you are seated, you will not hear anything. So come here, see Accra, and write your name. That when the book comes, we will be able. In fact, because you are doing it with us, I will do a special discount for you. But it's going to come out on the 6th of this month. How many days? 3 days from now. So please write your name with Accra and get your copy. I'm just going to talk about 5 main things that are in the book out of the 33. It will help you to be better. When I was on campus, in fact, there were times I wasn't having even 1 CD on me. In fact, I'm a product of the best university in Ghana. You can argue it in your head because I won't mention the name. But as far as I am concerned, it is the best for now. This book is supposed to make you financially responsible. Let me tell you, ladies, are the ladies here? Share your balance and unisika. Na ben mapa na unisika dia, yen kan wo kan eyebusiafo. No matter how intelligent, and I'm Mr. Solomon, I'm telling you, you have no idea. No matter how wise, no matter how beautiful, no matter how great you are, if you don't have money, they look at you as an outcast. That is the whole thing. Even you ladies, when it comes to choices, you look at all of that, and there's no problem with it. If there's a gentleman and the gentleman is very good, and there's another gentleman and that gentleman is very good, and this one has a car and this one doesn't have a car, which one are you looking at? You make your logical thing, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, it's very important. So let's go on. So, as I said, we are on a mission to empower 1 million Ghanaian youth to be financially independent. Clap for 1 million youth. Clap for that project here. And I'm excited that you are going to be part of them. I'm not so happy HOD is not here, but I'm also very happy that HOD is not here. Because some of the things I will say, well, I'm not on campus, so you know, the school doesn't. Just I mean, when I'm coming, and they will block the gates that I'm saying. Because I'm coming to disrupt your mind and help you to financially become okay. I hope that you'll be part of this 1 million people. Let's move on. The first thing about money that I need all of us to know is you need a mindset shift. You need to change your mind about how you see money and what money represents in our age. It's very key and it's very king, so that you don't make a huge mistake. We spent 4 major years on campus, and after our pacing forward and back, we end up seeing that the only thing we get out of school is certificates. The question that I ask is it worth it to spend all of my productive 4 years and only graduate as a first-class student and that's it? It looks as if you would have been throwing away 4 years of your productive life. On every campus, we have what we call credit hours. And I don't know the credit hours your department has given you. But in your credit hours, you need to be able to make a good use of every hour that is present in the 24 hours. And out of the 24 hours, you need to be living such that you would be attracting a measure of finances into your wallet, whether into your pocket or into your digital account. That is very important. The first thing every student seated here must know and have is you need to have a personal savings account. Hello? How many of you have a personal savings account? I think we should have come with the bank to open the savings account. Investor is here, have you? Yeah, we came with investor. Yes. If you are here, you are less than 18 years, please let me see your hand up. Just shoot up your hands. If you are less than 18 years, okay, one is still not an excuse, yes. Okay. Age is also what you see. Hey, okay. That's the first thing you must have, and you should make sure that you fund that account. Some of you have opened an account, and up till this time of your life, there is not even up to 10 CD in the account. Your only excuse is is a lie. You need to change your mindset about how you see money and how you perceive money. That is the beginning of financial freedom. I read on the news, a 22-year-old gentleman has hit his $2 million, how do we call it, business. And he is doing incredibly well. If you ask him, it's just simple. Very, very simple. When I came in first, there was a gentleman that I sat close. I don't know if he's still here, but I know he's gone. Niema ebema nimpa edi, that is what we don't want in this life. But the other things there, you can imagine. What I'm trying to focus on is this going for me, is we need to change our mindset of having a consumption mindset into a mindset of production. When money comes into your hands, for example, our friends that were giving this money, what comes into your mind from the beginning? Is it to do something with the money or to buy something with the money? And let's be very sincere about it. The more you increase wealth, the more it looks like your consumption also increases. And that is the first mistake a lot of us make when we look at money. Yesterday, Bill Gates said one of the leading reasons people are not able to save is impulse buying. Is that correct? Yes. When you receive money in your hands, what is it that comes to your mind? That is very important. The point is, if you have nothing going on for you in life, if there's nothing happening for you in life, you only see money as a means to advance your selfish desires and also elevate your lifestyle. Either you want a new hair, even though the hair is not messed up. You want a new shoe, even though the shoe is not out of fashion. You want a new fashionable dress because of the next party coming. And at the end of the day, the question is, the question is, you have a work mindset about money. Money is the vehicle that elevates our lives and pushes our lives. If you see it that way, you would rather want to make an investment, or you rather want to make a saving, no matter how small the money is. Hello? Hello? Please learn it early, it will help you. Because one of the things I have studied and I have come to appreciate is nobody is coming to help you in this life, no matter how much they love you. No matter how much people care about you, no one is going to help you. Even in the midst of friends, you can move out, enjoy, chill, learn, study, pray, do whatever. But when it comes to money, people are very careful and mindful as to who they give money to. Is that true? Yes. Because he doesn't even know what tomorrow holds. So he's also protecting what he has. It's not as if he's stingy. And those of you calling your friends that they are stingy, be very careful. Because if you don't become stingy for some time, you will not be able to stink in the economy of finances. Wow, let's clap for Mr. Matthew. He just entered. Let's clap for him. He's a very big man. He's one of the teens on Legon campus. Wow, awesome. Thank you for coming through. Let's move on. I want to talk to you about this so that it will help you to make a meaning of how you see money. One of the first things that you need to focus on as a student is you need to have a goal. You need to have what? A goal. So when you put every money counts as consumption for you. Is it not true? As a level 100 student, what is your goal when it comes to your finances? In the book, one of the authors talks so much about the fact that when we talk about the means of money that comes into your hand, your major source of funding comes from your parents or your guardian. An addition will come from your friends, maybe your uncle, a distant relative, so on and so forth. Some of us here are on scholarships and so many circumstances concerning our finances. But the point is this: if you do not have a goal about and for your financial life, you will treat every money as a means to consume. And before you leave this place, have a goal. Please tell your friend, have a goal. You really need to have a goal. When I finished UCC, I went to my account that I had at GCB, and I was able to save at least 5,000 cedis out of the many things that I was doing on campus. I had a financial goal, and that was even at level 300. When Data Bank came to campus and was doing this kind of work. In fact, it wasn't easy, but I did it. Number one excuse why students don't save is the expenses are too much. It's a lie. Some of the expenses are not expenses. You are pushing it there. Now, akono ice cream akesiye. Sa yesu adia wa ndwen wona dey. And so ice cream Pinocchio enough for Jina East Legon ice cream no one. Ube free on at least 120 cup. Fa a yika on boat. Start with a boat. Remanti boat. And then so boat no oma to omo nyemo nya sam ketwa. Last time me fa boat aka me yesu. Me ko hani haya bai. Me ko basi ya 150 ne ko. You see, you need to have a goal. And one of the goals is you should be financially independent. Let me say this. Check. I told you we are separate. Usika to an extent. Hello? Yes. Check. Gamanche. Omunya accident no. Again, I'm telling you. Think about it. There are so many people that would have died if not for the money that they had. As I said to me in Jenkwan, no, correct to an extent. But money can do something for you. And yeah. So why don't you save for a good comfort tomorrow? Some of the guys, sorry, but I didn't want to talk about your case. What is your business trying to impress these young people who are also trying to look for degrees? Okay, ladies, we'll keep your case for now. Then the lifestyle apples with any glasses, spectacles. One share spectacle and naturally. So first, he himself spectacle for the and go for when you are and then you'll be any. Yes, and that's one. Hello. I told you I'm going to create some confusion. And you don't like the truth, but I'll tell you, and you'll be fine. Next thing, have a goal. When you have a goal in life, and the investor will come and tell you about the financial goal. When you have a goal in life, you are measured in the way you see money and the way you manage money. Because for me, I have set times to that number that it is not the quantum of money that you have that makes you rich. It's about your mindset that gets you wealthy. This is because you can lose your money at any time, but when the mindset is there, you can still raise up the money that you have. So it's about your mindset. That is why I said you need to have a mindset shift. Number two is One of the ways you can attract money and get money always on you is by adding value. Say adding value.
Adding value.
You need to add value to yourself. What I mean by adding value is do something that can always make you have money on yourself. And you don't need to complete school before you think of having money or attracting money. I said on the interview that don't look for money, don't chase after money, don't be fixated about getting money, but focus on adding value to yourself. When you add value to yourself, you will always have money on you. Trust me, I'm telling you. Now, when I did my service, I was teaching at Winneba Secondary School. And when I was there, I was just looking at the whole thing. At that time, National Service Allowance was nothing to write home about, sincerely. But I was able to make a saving out of it, and that's how the money started growing. You see, that is adding value to yourself. Number two, there are a lot of skills, there are a lot of things that are running on adverts now. On Facebook, when you go online, a lot of things, they will tell you $7, they will give you $5, they will come $12. When you $1, now call him. What should share 2 CBD? No. Listen, what I'm trying to tell you is very key and very important. When you spend so much money to go online, try and make a meaning out of it. When I was doing my service, I had 2 shifts. I always close at 3:30. 3:30, I'll come and rest. I'll do extra classes in between. Now, I don't know the status of it. After doing extra classes, then in the evening, that is my studies moment. And as we go on, I'll show you some of the things you need to add value to your life as students. Add value. The first one is public speaking. My friend, come, Bill Gates. Now I know Bill Gates with me. One of the ways of adding value on campus is by going for positions. When you go for positions and portfolios, it adds value, isn't it? See the way yesterday you were talking on the set. This guy is saying the value are increasing. And your position is for no opportunity is why and a boss. This is opinion, you TV so and I want to send it link now. Shut the link and let them see you talk. You see, that is how you add value. Let's clap for Bill Gates. And some of you are doing yourself like, hey, that's for me, payment once more. Your own clients, I should come and just study, learn, and go. It's a lie. It is a lie. The word is university. Do you know the meaning of university? University means universal city. That means everything and anything that you need to learn, you must understand. Those times I was doing business. When they were doing marketing, I will enter into the marketing class and I will learn the principles of marketing. That's how come I move. The day the lecturer will catch you then. Number 3, meaningful relationships. You see, some of you are barely bent with Accra, now we're converting into romantic relationship. Hey, how are you? How is everything? Oh, he really cares. Oh, wow. And now I start here, I just say, Danny, beautiful flow. Listen. One of the greatest source of funds, we call it social capital. Say social capital. I want to hear louder. Social capital. Don't underestimate the power of meaningful relationships. Learn to build solid and good relationships. You know how MTN started? MTN was started by 4 friends in classroom. Then now before our foul campus in Trese. Oh, Mushia ball and Kwan, Amoka wasn't. Most of them pass or they be young and some Kwan, Amoka. When you Mix your friends. Listen to me. Listen. Not everyone here is your friend. Be intentional in the kind and class of friends that you choose. I will stay here a little bit. So when you be nam na samo kwa eyantie ne nyansa level na hwe say e mache kakra and build relationship with them. What this means is you also need to develop yourself. So it will help you to do something better. At this time, when you we are not for, maybe it can be 2 friends, it can be 3 friends. Who are the people that brought the aeroplane? How would you go? You know the 2 Wright brothers.
The Wright brothers.
You should start. You say you're at level 100. You should start a business right now. Right now. Where is Emmanuel?
Outside.
Please call him for me. Emmanuel wants to study in India. When he went there, he saw that some of the foreign students couldn't match or manage the food that was there, so they put together their money and start a food joint in India. He started making money. You are here. Me, if you are my friend for some time, I'll be looking for how to get money from you. That is all. And I'll ask you. I will do something to get money from you. It's very important. It is dangerous not to have money. I'm telling you. But it is good to have your own money. Hello? If your source of funds depends on somebody, we are more kakra. Yes, what if the person dies? Build meaningful relationships. Relationships that can really be of benefit to you. Oh, Charlie, we've been talking about this crypto. It comes. So what was all? I mean, we put one of our monies together, then do something. Sometimes the cost of the training is about $50. But because your friends are wise and they mean you well, they will put their money together and they will sponsor this person to go and learn. When he's done, they will put money together, sponsor this person to go and learn. At the end of the day, all 4 of you would have gotten your certificate. It will be school. No? You have your degree, you have your certification in a course that is helping you, and you also have good friends. What kind of friends do you have? Obviously, you take life seriously. What is more serious in this life than taking life seriously? What is more serious? And our sister, what I'm saying, is it not true? Yes. It will help you. Build meaningful relationships. Let me tell you, most of the ladies are very good when it comes to critical thinking. When you get close to them, you need to manage yourself and put them into a business zone. Sister, we're close to a business, but and now we need to discuss business things. What business can we do together? They say some new dresses have come. Hey, but I don't have money to go. I have this 100 Ghana. Where you for? Where you boom? Now I say 400 Ghana. Let's see the let's say the person so chimusu. Greediness. That's why you need to get the right people. Then 4 of you. Now more marketing, now more marketing, now more investment. For me, there is no better social capital than capital when you are a student. Because at this time, you are able to do something good for us. How did I start LUP? LUP consult. I started LUP consult when I was in level 300. About it. Meaningful what? Relationships. Don't do it again. Let's move to the next one. Yes. One of the things that will always ensure that money is coming to you every day and you are receiving money is when you develop a product or you offer a service. And if you are 20 years, you should be able to develop a product and sell a service. And there are so many ways of doing it. I remember Dr. Sasu is not a doctor in 37. Do you know what he was doing on campus? He goes to these, their friend is saying, juice, almost producing juice. No? He goes and says, oh boss, I know how to sell. I have a lot of contacts and links. He said, which position do you have?
I'm the programs and press.
Yes, programs and what? Press secretary. No, I am the programs and press secretary for my department. I can do this for your company. Oh really? Okay, what's the commission? 20%. Charlie? Now what did you go? What are you going for better classroom? Hey, 4 years. What product do you want to sell or sell? Think about it. Start small in the beginning. Please, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand it? I want you to come out of school and you are financially okay. And no, some week me out of week, yeah, baby, not ever princess. He said, no, it's a lot of things. Finally, savings and investment. I know. Savings and investment. That's what InvestCorp is here to do. Let's move on quickly. Now, for us as LUP, our focus is to add value to people and to students. That is why we've come out to what we call the Emerge Leadership and Mentorship Program. Listen carefully. This program, we do it every year, in fact, twice every year. And it is where we learn a lot of things about life. You will have leadership development, you will have mentorship, opportunities for internship and volunteering, you will have a certificate, and finally you build social capital. In fact, this program is something that is very important to us because we take our time to sit with you, empower you, and make sure that you get the best of the best. But unfortunately, we are not able to give it free of cost again. And so it is 250 cedis. I don't care what you think because we are doing about 100 people this year. If you want to kick the challenge, Uncle Sam is there, you can see him. Then the next one is we have specialized trainings that can help you to make money as you're on campus. Graphic designing can do a lot for people. Forex trading, data analytics, website development, and marketing. The good news is we are doing 50% because of DASA for this moment. And that is what we want to just finish. If there are questions, we are coming to do the panel discussion and then you will be able to do it. So thank you very much. And I really wish you the best for now. Thank you.
Because of the time, not the time.
Oh, please keep clapping. Please, let's keep clapping for my boss. Okay, so as we mentioned, we have one of our partners with us, that's InvestCorp. So they'll be giving us a presentation, a short presentation, then after announcement follows. So to do us the honor is Mr. Emmanuel Aidan. He's a finance professional with extensive experience in banking, fintech, and the real estate sector for over a decade and a half. He's worked in the various companies such as First Atlantic Bank, GCB Bank, Digital Government, and among others. He's played various roles in microfinance, retail banking, private banking, business banking, investment banking, fintech, and the real estate sector. He is currently the head sales and distribution at InvestCorp, an investment banking firm based in Accra. Ladies and gentlemen, let's invite Mr. Emmanuel Aidan to the podium. Please clap as comes. Oh, please be clapping.
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, please.
What is the sense of the email? The PowerPoint back the American idea. It's what's your email? Let me forward you. Beauty600@gmail.com. I sent it. I didn't get this one. UPS. No, type your email address.
Please just give us a minute. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
How are you all doing?
Hello.
How are you all doing? Hey, are you guys hungry? It's lunchtime, eh? Okay. I'm sure our organizers will prepare something for you afterwards. Okay. So, just briefly to go into my presentation. I'm from Investcorp. Investcorp, we are an asset management company. So basically what we do is that we manage people's money for them. So be it companies, be it institutions, be it individuals. Okay, that's what we've been doing for the past about 12 years or so. Okay, so Bernard mentioned earlier in his presentation that I'll be speaking a bit about investment. So I'll just want to take you through a few things about investment, and then I'll let you know the special package that we have for you for today. Okay. All right. So let me just go into that. Okay, so we all know that in life, everybody has a goal. Everybody has an aim or an objective. Okay, so for you as students, obviously, as you are finishing school, a few of them might be you would want to start your own business. Can I see by hands those who want to start their own business after school? Okay, so quite a few of you. There will be some that also would want to do their masters, right? Can I see by hand those who want to do their masters after school? Okay, so they are quite clear. So the rest of you, what do you want to do? Some people didn't raise their hand. What are your plans after school? The rest of you, what are your plans after school? What's your plan after school?
I raised my hand. I want to start a business.
I didn't see you, sorry. Okay, all right. Yeah, so I mean, most people will want to start a business because you want to start earning some money, right? Okay, yeah, so that's good. And then obviously some of you also want to do your masters. Other people also have other objectives, etc. The point is all these goals or objectives that you have, it requires money. Okay, it requires some financial planning. So for example, let's say you want to do your masters. Are you doing it in Ghana or outside Ghana? Okay, so that's the first thing. If you are doing it in Ghana, which kind of schools are you applying to? What's the cost of the course? Okay, is it going to be a distance program? Are you going to be living in a hostel, etc.? All these costs come into play, and it's quite a bit of money. Okay, if you want to start your own business, Bernard spoke a bit about that, but if you want to start your own business, I mean, same thing. You need some capital, right? Some people might say, I don't have any money, but he mentioned social capital. Okay, so you will need something to get you started. Okay, that's the bottom line. So today I'll speak a bit about financial planning. I'll go into what you should do if you have these kind of goals and how you can go about achieving it. Is that okay? Is that okay with you? Hey, I can't hear the yes. So. Okay, all right. Okay, so the first thing is I'll start with budgeting. So we are starting with what you have right now or what you are getting right now. Okay, so let's say on a monthly basis, maybe your parents are giving you some pocket money. Maybe you have some small side business that you are doing. At least on a periodic basis, you are getting some money, right? Okay, so how do you manage the money that you are getting right now? What do you do with it? Do you just spend all of it? Are you able to save some? Are you able to invest some? Or do you just give up and just start borrowing from everyone? Which one is it? Okay, so ideally what we are saying is that definitely you have some needs and wants that you need to fulfill. Okay, your TNT up and down, your food, utilities, all these kinds of things. Okay, they are all parts of some of these costs. Obviously, as you are in school, you have to buy lecture notes, do photocopies, all these kinds of things, all right? All those are essential costs, right? So that's one bucket. So that's your need. So for that, you are looking at putting about, let's say, 50 to 60% of your income into that. Okay. Then we have what is your wants. Okay, so those are the lifestyle choices. How often do you go out? How often do you go and chill with your friends, etc.? Okay, so your lifestyle choices. How often do you buy a wig? How often do you buy clothes? Okay, so that's your lifestyle choices, right? Then after all that, you should also look at what you'll be able to put away in either savings or investments. Okay, what you'll be able to put away in either savings or investments. Ideally, at least you should look at around maybe 20% of what you are getting to put into that. Okay, so that's just a little bit about budgeting. I will not spend too much time on that. Okay, and then let's go into why you should invest in the first place. Why you should invest in the first place. Can I have just one person tell me why investment is a good thing? Anyone? Oh, at the back. Okay, please come for it.
Okay, so I feel like investment is indirectly a way your money is working for you. Yeah, so that's the reason why I invest.
Okay, all right, that's good. Investment is a way that your money is working for you. Okay, that's good. That's good. So the first thing, why should you invest? Number one, inflation. Okay, number one, inflation, the cost of living. We know that on a daily basis or periodically, the prices of goods and services keep going up. Every time you go to the shop, you go to the market, let's say, usually you spend about 300 cedis, for example. When you are going next month, if you are not holding 400 cedis, you cannot buy the same things that you used to buy. Okay, the price of things keep going up. Okay, so that's why you need to invest your money to preserve the purchasing power of your money. When you say purchasing power, basically what your money can buy. So what 100 Ghana cedis could buy last year this time, now March 2026, it's not the same. Okay, so that's the purchasing power. Okay, so number one, inflation. Okay, then number two, life goals. So as I mentioned previously, as students, obviously you have some goals or you have some objectives as you are in school or as you finish school. Okay, so definitely those are reasons or objectives why you should also invest towards. Okay, and then we also have future goals. Future goals. So future goals could be, let's say, in 5 years' time, you want to buy your own plot of land, right? Let's say in 10 years' time, you want to start building your own house. You can start planning for that today. Okay, etc. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of future goals. And then lastly, financial independence. You don't want to be able to depend on your parents forever. Okay, definitely you want to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Because that's why your parents are also investing in your education. So that hopefully when you come out, you'll be able to stand on your own 2 feet in the world and you don't really have to depend on them. Okay, so financial security. That's also another reason why you should invest. So what are some of I'll look at 3 key things you should consider or factors you should consider as an investor. Right, so the first thing is liquidity. Liquidity. How quickly can you turn your investment into cash? Now when we speak about investment, a lot of people stick to basically one or two things. Oh, as for me, I only do crypto. Oh, as for me, I only do forex trading. As for me, I only do this. Right? That's very dangerous. That's very dangerous. Because you're putting all your eggs in one basket. You don't know what is going to happen. The world is quite volatile. We've seen what's happened over the weekend.
Yeah.
There are going to be repercussions, okay, in terms of the financial market and the financial space, etc. So the point is, if you are doing investments, don't think or look at just one thing, okay? And then also, like I'm saying about liquidity, how quickly you can even convert it. So let's say you only invest in land, you get an emergency. How are you going to quickly sell that land to take care of the emergency? In Ghana here, we have issues with documentation, okay? We have issues with even the location. The location might not be a prime land, for example. Okay, and then in terms of amenities, etc., schools, hospitals, even electricity, okay, all these will affect the price of the land and even how quickly you can sell that. Okay, so liquidity. Then the return. That's where a lot of people's interest is in the return. How much are they going to get as interest? Do we know what the current treasury bill rate is? Treasury bill rate. Anyone, current treasury bill rate? 10%. Hey, it's lower than 10. Oh. Who knows what the current treasury bill rate is? Hey, you know what? Isn't this accounting and finance?
Yeah. Accounting and finance.
Is it?
Accounting and finance.
Hey, accounting and finance students. You don't know the current treasury bill rate? Wow. You guys have to do a lot of general reading. Okay, so for 91 days, it's around 6%. Single 6%. So when you go and put your money in 91-day treasury bill, you get only 6% for the whole year. That 6% is per annum. So if it's 91 days, you now have to divide that by what? Divide that by what? Oh, accounting students. You have to divide the 6% by what? Who said 4? Okay, come and see me afterwards. Okay, you have to divide that by 4. And that's what you are going to get as interest in that 91 days span. See, it's tiny. Yes. Okay. So that's the return. I'm saying the treasury bill rate because basically in Ghana here, that's what a lot of people use as the benchmark. Okay, in terms of return. So basically, if you are doing any investment that's giving you some interest above the treasury bill rate, then you are doing quite well. And right now it's in single digits. Okay. And earlier I touched on diversification. You need to make sure that all your investments is not just in one thing or one basket. You need to have a variety of things. So let me just go straight into that. So in terms of investment options, currently there are a lot out there on the market. Okay, there are lots out there. I'll just briefly touch on a few of them. So you have some money market instruments. When we speak about money market instruments, basically we are talking about securities that mature within a year. So what everybody knows, treasury bill, you look at fixed deposits, etc. Okay, all those are short term. We classify them as money market instruments because they mature within a year. Okay, so that's the first option. Then we also have the quite volatile ones like forex trading, cryptocurrency, etc. Okay, fortunately, legislation was passed late last year, and at the moment the regulators are coming out with some guidelines, etc. for that. So currently in Ghana it's legal. Okay, so all the companies, etc. who are playing in that space have to register with the right regulator. So if you are playing in that space, you just have to make sure that whoever you are dealing with, their company is registered with the right regulator. Okay. And then also we have the stock market. We have the stock market. Okay, purchasing shares in a company. The Ghana Stock Exchange for the last, let's say, 2.5 years has done very, very, very well. It's done very, very, very well. The companies in the financial sector space, the telcos, and some of the other ones in the agricultural space, etc. they've done very well in terms of their share price. Okay. So stocks are a very good option. Not just when we talk about the stock market, most people want to look at outside Ghana. Even in Ghana here, the stock market is a very good option. MTN, the telco space, okay, they are doing so well. They are going to be paying dividend, I think, end of this month or early next month. 40 pesos per share. 40 pesos per share. That's how much they are going to pay as dividend. So if you have 10,000 shares, you can imagine how much you get. If you have, some people even have 100,000 shares, etc. And that's only dividend. You have not touched the shares. You haven't sold your shares. It's still there appreciating in value. Okay. Who knows what the current share price is of MTN? Anyone? Current share price. What? Hey, boss, yeah, it's gone past 4. That was last year. Who knows the current share price? Yes, boss. It's about 5 cities.
I'm not looking into it.
Oh yeah, I guess it.
PPT.
Okay, so yeah, it's around 5 cities, 60 pesos. Okay, it's around 5 cities, 60 pesos. That's the current share price of MTN. And obviously, as the largest telco in Ghana, I mean, that price is going to go higher and higher. So the bottom line is the stock market is a good option. It's quite volatile, but if you invest over a long period of time, it's a very good option in terms of investment. Okay, then we also have real estate. So either landed property, bare land, commercial property, etc. Real estate is also a very good investment option. So earlier I mentioned, if let's say your goal is, for example, to buy land within the next 5 years, how do you go about? So I mean, the first way you can start doing that is very simple. Start investing your money, maybe every month 100, 200 cedis, 300 cedis. Every month you put it aside. There are quite a few real estate companies now. You can pay an initial deposit, right, and then they'll spread the balance of the land for you. Right now, land is becoming quite expensive. If you look at the boundaries of Accra, all the roads are being worked on in terms of construction. Okay, so the northern side, after Insawam, etc., all those roads are being worked on. The western side, going towards Cape Coast, western region, all those roads are being worked on. And then also we have the eastern side, okay, Dawenya, etc., Pram, all those roads are being worked on. So what that means is that when they finish the construction, the land price is not going to be the same. Maybe today when you go, they'll tell you the land is 20,000 cedis. By the time they finish the road, the land will be 50 or 60,000 cedis. Okay, so the time to move is now. You don't have to wait for development to reach where you want before you buy land. Okay, so as young people like this, you have to look at purchasing real estate or land in some of these areas. Even in Winneba, somebody will say Winneba is far from Accra, but by the time they finish the road, I'm sure within 30 minutes, you can get from, Accra to Winneba. Because it's going to be a 3-lane highway on both sides, all the way. Okay, so that's a very good option to look at as well. And then we also have commodities. Yeah, so we have gold, silver, etc. Those prices were doing quite well and they started coming down a bit. But in terms of a long-term investment option, it's also quite good. The Bank of Ghana launched the gold coins, make it more easy for people to buy gold, right? So that's a very good option to look at as well. Okay, so let me speak about the investment option that we have for you. So the investment option that we have, next one. The investment option that we have for you is called the mutual fund. Next one. It's called the mutual fund. Okay, so a mutual fund is a collective investment scheme. Basically, what we are saying is that if everybody in this room, every month, you give investor 50 Ghana cedis. So 50 Ghana cedis from each person. I think you're about 100, 150 people. We'll take that money, put it together. We'll give it to somebody called the fund manager. Okay, now the fund manager, that's his full-time job to monitor the market and to see what are the best investment options for you. They will then invest that money on your behalf. Okay. And then as the investment is realizing returns, you are also going to see that reflected as interest in your statement or in your balance. Okay, so basically that's how a mutual fund works. Now, the reason why a mutual fund is a good option is because it's very flexible. You don't need a large amount of money to start. You realize that some of the previous investment options I mentioned, if you want to go into them, you need a lump sum. We are not talking about 1,000 cedis or 2,000 cedis. Okay, you need at least maybe 20, 30, 50,000 Ghana cedis. But the question is, if you only have 100 cedis or 200 cedis, can you start investing today? Yes, you can. If you start investing in a mutual fund, for us, for the students package, you only need 50 Ghana cedis, 50, only 50 Ghana cedis, and can start investing as a student. Okay, so it's very flexible. You can start with a very small amount, top up anytime you want. It's open-ended. It's not like a fixed deposit or treasury bill where every month, where after a certain period, the thing matures and then you have to roll over, etc. It's open-ended, so you can do it as long as you like. Okay, you can do it as long as you like. And then also it's structured to be transparent. Okay, so on a periodic basis, reports are sent out. On our website, we also publish the performance of the mutual fund. You actually know the kind of investments we are doing, okay, on your behalf. And then in terms of the features, why it's actually a good option is that each mutual fund is structured to be a company on its own, with its own board of directors. So basically what it means is that a few years ago, we had some issues in the financial sector space. A lot of companies were collapsed, etc., that kind of thing. So those in the asset management space that had mutual funds, what the regulator did was that they took the mutual fund and just gave it to a different company to manage. That was all. Okay, so nobody lost their money. It's not that the company has collapsed. So because of that, if you are going to withdraw your money, you can't get it out. But to the mutual fund, you never face any problem like that. Okay, so that's one of the huge benefits of the mutual fund. And then obviously we are licensed by the SEC. That's our regulator, the Securities and Exchange Commission. Anybody that plays in the investment space is supposed to be licensed by the SEC. If you are dealing with any deposit-taking institution, they're supposed to be licensed by the Bank of Ghana, BOG. In the insurance space, is the NIC, National Insurance Commission. So anybody you are giving your money to, by all means, will fall within these three buckets. If they fall within these three buckets, they need to be licensed by a regulator. Okay, so just a minute. Okay, so the package we have for students today is called the Campus Plan. It's called the Campus Plan, and it's one of the mutual fund options that we have. And like I said, for students, all you need is 50 Ghana cedis to sign up. Okay, so basically, whatever your objective is after school, what we are saying is that start investing now towards that goal or objective. You never know when you might need those funds for something. Maybe after you finish school, you get a national service placement, you need somewhere to rent. Then remember that, oh, I have some money with investor. Let me go and take that money and pay for my rent. Right? So basically what we are saying, whatever your goal or objective is, this campus plan is here to assist you. And today what we are doing is that anybody that signs up with us, we are not going to take any money from you. Remember earlier I said you need 50 cedis to start. If you sign up with us today, we are not going to take 50 cedis from you. Okay, it's going to be free for you guys. Okay.
Would you clap for them?
Okay, it's going to be free for you guys. So anybody that signs up with us today, we are not going to take any money from you. My colleagues are outside with our forms, so you can just see them. And then once you have your Ghana card, student ID, you can sign up and then be on your investment journey. We also have an app. Okay, so with our app, once you are signed up to us, with our app, you can do all your transactions. You can do deposit via mobile money, right? Visa card, MasterCard, etc. Okay. Then you can also do withdrawals. Maybe you have some emergency, you want to redeem or do a withdrawal. You can do that through our app as well. You can also monitor your investment, view your statement, etc. So once you have our app, you do not need to walk into any office to do any transaction. Okay, everything can be done on our app. But at the moment, you cannot sign up on our app. So if you want to sign up, kindly see my colleagues outside and then they can assist you to sign up. Once you sign up, you download our app, then you are good to go. Okay, we also have our USSD shortcode, so in case you don't have a smartphone, you are using a young phone as well, you can use that for all those transactions as well. Okay, all right. So I think that's it from me. I think maybe later during the panel session, if there are any questions, then we can take it from there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Adlan. So I think because of time, we wouldn't be having the